First of all, David, congratulations on getting this wonderful centre up and running in such a short time. Apart from being such a major economic boost for Waterford, it's wonderful news for tourism, of course, that one of our great iconic attractions is back in business and right in the heart of Waterford City on this occasion. Can you briefly tell us a little bit, David, about the transition which has brought Waterford back into the city centre?
Yeah, essentially in January 2009, Waterford Crystal went into receivership, and in the spring of that year, a company called KPS, their American-based equity group, bought the brands Waterford Crystal, Royal Dalton and Wedgwood, and they set about a project of restructuring those companies under one company called WWRD.
Yeah.
And that whole restructuring enabled us to have a much slimmer, leaner organisation and put focus and structure in place into growing and developing the brands across Waterford, Wedgwood and Royal Dalton.
Yes. Great. And tell me, what exactly are you manufacturing here? Which ranges?
Essentially what we have is our premium prestige product range, Eamon. It's a range of high-end bowls and vases and giftware, through to our archive stemware, which are made-to-order ranges from our archive collection, and all the many trophies that we produce around the world will be produced here on an annual basis. And we offer our visitor an opportunity to see those pieces being produced. The facility has the capacity to produce 2 tons of crystal per day.
Amazing.
Over 45,000 pieces per year, and each one of those will be melt blown and hand cut and individually produced by the craftsmen here at Waterford Crystal.
And what I loved about the tour, David, was you got so close to the actual manufacturing process, closer in fact I think than in the previous centre.
That's right, Eamon. I mean, we're very conscious, and given the opportunity to develop a new factory and a new visitor experience, that in the design we wanted to make sure that at every vantage point we give the tourists the best opportunity to see the craftsmen produce the pieces and engage in the process as best they could.
Yeah, well, that's worked like a dream, I can tell you, having just done the tour. This new centre also incorporates a brand laboratory for innovation and modern design. Tell us a little bit about that, David.
Yeah, design has always been a key part of Waterford, and sparkle and the many facets in our product has been key to what our customers enjoy. Certainly here in this facility, we'll design all products produced in this facility and many other factories we have around the world, as well as our key designers in our contemporary ranges, Jasper Conran, John Rocha and Michael Aram will all work with our design team here. In fact, Jim O'Leary is celebrating 50 years as head of design at Waterford Crystal this year, so it's fantastic to see so much being designed here in Waterford.
Sure.
And Ireland as a location has been a key part of our design teams, using the history, the music, the arts, the landscape as an inspiration for the many products we produce. Because part of Waterford is about the romance and design and sparkle of the product. So Waterford will always be a key part of our heritage, and the design team will take that brief forward on this facility.
That's tremendous. And Waterford Crystal, of course, remains part of the WWRD group, which also owns Wedgwood and Royal Dalton brands. That gives you terrific distribution worldwide. So how important is tourism to the success of the new Crystal Centre here in Waterford?
Very much so. Essentially, when we're putting this facility together, the factory in its own right will stand on its own 2 feet as a business unit in terms of producing and facilitating the demand that will come in from many parts of the world. The visitor attraction, again, its objective is to build brand ambassadors for Waterford Crystal from our domestic audience and from international visitors. So tourism is critical for us from the point of view of our economic success as a viable visitor attraction, but importantly for us as a brand, recruiting new people to our brand, but also working with the city and county in bringing people into the region. Waterford will be a halo brand to drive tourism within the locality.
Yeah, superb. And Waterford City Council, I know, played a very important role in making all of this happen so quickly, David. Can you tell us a little bit about that, and are there lessons to be learned by perhaps other city councils or county councils in other parts of the country?
That's a good point, Eamon. I think over the period that Waterford Crystal ran into difficulties, post that, WWRD sat down with the City Council and tried to agree common objectives for us as a company that wanted to have a manufacturing presence in Waterford, wanted to have a design and visitor attraction, and the City Council, who wanted to develop tourism within the city itself. In the past, tourism was we were in the outskirts of the city and trying to develop city and the outskirts. So working together in tandem with common objectives to have Waterford in the centre of the city as part of a longer term project to develop tourism within the city. The city has big ambitions in terms of developing the many landmarks here, so as part of a plan that Waterford was the first piece of that plan to develop tourism in the city. So the reason it's worked, Eamon, is its common objectives in terms of tourism, brand presence, and Waterford being part of a bigger picture, i.e. the development of tourism within the city here itself.
Yeah, good thinking. Well, thanks for that, David. It's wonderful to be in the new House of Waterford Crystal, the new home of Waterford Crystal here back in the centre of the city, and to see the priceless heritage and craftsmanship of 250 years preserved here. And having taken the tour, authenticity is the word that comes mostly to the fore in my mind.
Absolutely.
Great.
Absolutely, Eamon. It's
Great.
been a great experience, and the feedback we've got from many visitors, and we're delighted to have you today, has been absolutely fantastic.
Great.
People who've been here before have found it very enjoyable, and the many people who live locally, who helped build this brand, have been so proud of what we have here today in terms of the manufacturing facility, the showrooms and so forth. It's a great statement for Waterford and Waterford Crystal.
Absolutely, and listen, the very best of luck for the future, David.
Thank you very much, Eamon.